Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me for this morning yoga class and meditation. This will be a nice full body slow flow practice to start your day in a positive way. We will start with a seated meditation, move into our flow, and end in a seated position. So, no shavasana. This will just have you go through your flow and then just get you moving into your day. I'll only be using a blanket for this practice today, but if you'd like to bring in blocks or anything else for your practice, by all means do so. So we're going to get started in our seated meditation. So this is where I am going to be using my blanket. So I have it folded up a few times there just to help elevate my hips. And coming into an easy seated pose, either having one foot in front of the other or your ankles crossed, whatever feels best for you. And then we're going to bring in a mudra. This is called cosmic mudra. So bringing your right hand here on your feet or on your lap, and then your left hand's going to sit right in on top of your right hand. And you're just going to bring the tips of the thumbs to touch. So we're creating like this little oval shape. And then just letting the hands rest here in this mudra, relaxing through the elbows, through the shoulders. And I invite you to close your eyes or just have your eyes casting down. And this mudra is said to support bringing our mind and consciousness and body and energy to a place of presence. So, doing your best to not hold the hands rigidly, allow there to be softness. And once you get settled, let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up your belly, fill up your back. Open mouth, exhale. And then just returning to the natural flow of your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Allowing this time to be a time of complete presence in your body. Relaxing your jaw. Notice any areas in your body that are holding tension or resistance. Doing your best to just let that go. And allowing your mind to be at ease. Just taking a pause from everything and anything that you may have going on after this time on your mat. And just allow yourself to be here now. Staying connected to your breath, the sensations of your inhalation and exhalation. Taking another cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up your whole body. Open mouth, exhale. Releasing your hands from your mudra, keeping the palms facing up. Just rest your hands on your knees or your thighs, keeping the eyes closed or casting down. Feeling the energy in your hands, letting it move through your body. And starting our morning with gratitude. So just coming to a place of giving thanks and gratitude for 1 to 3 things right here, right now. And then taking a cleansing breath. And opening the eyes. Very nice. Let's come off of our blanket and right into a straddle pose. So widening your legs. Good. I kind of like to wiggle the hips around, really feel the sit bones sink down. And bringing some activation into the legs this morning. So flex your feet, press down through the backs of your thighs. And then take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale, walking yourself into a forward fold here. Being mindful to keep the knees and the toes facing up. Taking it nice and easy. Just waking up the body. Let your head be heavy, dropping chin to chest. Breathing in and out through the nose. Taking 5 breaths here. And staying in your fold, now just walk your upper body over to the right. We'll frame that right leg. So bringing your right hand to the outside of that right leg and doing your best to bring the nose towards that right knee. Feeling a stretch to the left side body. And now walking yourself slowly over to the left. Framing that left leg, folding here. And now walking your upper body back to the center here of your fold. And then bringing the hands in closer to you. Press into the palms of your hands. Bringing your upper body back up. Take a pause here at the top. Let the shoulders soften. Keep pressing down through the legs. Cleansing breath. Good. Coming into an easy seated pose once again. You can bring the hands underneath the knees, just support bringing the legs in. And stretching out our neck. Let's have the hands resting on the knees. Take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. Exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then bring the left hand, your fingertips to the floor by your left hip. And reaching that right hand up and over, So right hand towards the left ear, lengthening through the neck. And then slowly turning your head towards the right shoulder. So now getting a stretch in the back side of your neck. And then rolling your head chin to chest. As you do that, just let your right hand come to the floor, fingertips touching, just like the left hand. Chin is right at the center of your chest. Draw the shoulders down. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Bring your head back up to center. And now dropping left ear, left shoulder. And then we'll reach that left hand up and over to the right ear, lengthening the neck here. And then turning your head towards that left shoulder. And then rolling the head down, chin to chest. Left hand comes to the floor, fingertips touching, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a cleansing breath to the back of your throat. Bringing the head back up to center. Side bend. With that right hand, palm to the mat, and just reach that left arm up and over. Pressing down through that left hip. Take an inhale, filling up that left side. Big open mouth exhale. And then inhale, float up, and we'll float right over to the left side. Pressing down through the right hip. Big breath into your right side body. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, come back to center. We'll float it over to the right once again. And then this time, let's add a little wrist release. So make a fist with that left hand and just take some rotations through that wrist, as well as getting a different sensation of a stretch through that left side body. And then reverse that wrist circle. Good. And then lengthen through the hand, through the fingers. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back up over to the left side. Taking that fist in the right hand, rotating through the wrists, both directions. And then extending through the hand, through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to come back up to center, taking it to a twist over to the right. Left hand, right knee, right hand back behind you. Lengthening up as tall as you can through the spine, through the crown of your head. Take a full inhale to the belly. As you exhale, untwist, coming forward, extend the arms back out. Take an inhale here. Exhale, come into your twist over to the left. Right hand, left knee, left hand back behind you. Inhale to the belly. Exhale, untwist, coming forward. Extend the arms out to the side. Flip the palms facing up. Reach the arms all the way up. Palms and the hands come together. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Take a pause here. Press the thumbs into the sternum, lifting your heart, yogi heart. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Releasing the arms down, we'll roll over, coming into tabletop. Shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees, having your feet hip width distance, fingers spread nice and wide. Let's take a few rounds of cat and cow just to warm up the spine. So inhale, coming into your cow, drop the belly, tailbone up towards the sky, looking forward. Exhale, press it back, coming into cat, belly button to spine, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, come back into your cow. Exhale to cat. 2 more rounds. Coming into a neutral spine, we're going to tuck the toes under and coming into a puppy pose variation. Send your hips back towards your heels. Reach the arms, the hands further forward. And drop your forehead to the mat. Taking a big breath here. And then inhale, bringing your upper body back up. We're going to float right into a cobra variation. So lowering your thighs, your hips down, untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, opening up the chest. Hold here. And then inhale, we're going to press it back, coming back into that puppy pose variation. Tuck the toes under, send the hips to the heels, lowering forehead to mat. Inhale, coming back up, coming back into that cobra. Untuck the toes, drop the hips towards the mat. Send the shoulder blades back, kissing each other. Good. Let's take one more float. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, coming all the way back into your puppy pose. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lowering into cobra. And inhale, back up. We'll come back into that puppy pose variation one more time, just pausing here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Sliding the hands down a little closer towards you. Come back up into your tabletop. Let's lift the feet and just rotate through the ankles, pointing and flexing the feet. Perfect. Lower the feet back down. And extending that right leg all the way back. Tuck the toes under. Press through the heel. So sending that heel towards the back of your mat. Core's engaged, nice and strong through the arms. Fingers are spread nice and wide, rooting down through the fingers. Low lunge. We're going to bend that right knee and curve your spine just like you did in your cat pose. So belly button to spine, just making a little room here for that knee and foot to step forward so you can come into your low lunge. Good. You can have your fingertips to the mat, or maybe you use blocks here. Stacking that right knee over that right ankle. Draw the shoulders back. Stretching into that left psoas, hip flexor. And we're going to send that right leg back. So just as we started, send that right leg all the way back. Tuck through the toes once again. Press through the heel. And then bring that right knee to the mat and just shimmy the hips out. And extending that left leg, tuck the toes, press through the heel. Low lunge, bringing that left foot and leg through, framing your hips, facing forward, stacking that left knee over the ankle, pausing here, breathing here, opening up the chest, draw the shoulders back. And then we'll send that left leg back all the way. Tuck the toes under, press through the heel once again. And then lower your left knee to your mat. Shimmy out your hips. Downward facing dog. Bring the hands a little further out in front of you. Tuck the toes under. And when you're ready, press the hips up and back. And having your feet about hip width distance. And then just stepping the feet, lifting one heel, then the other, shifting through the knees, the legs, making any movements here that feel good, keeping yourself rooted and grounded through the hands, pressing through the index and the thumb and the pads of the other three fingers. Just taking whatever feels good here for you. So this is probably your first downward facing dog of the day, of the morning, and just really letting the body open up here. Taking one more breath, big breath in, big breath out. Bend your knees generously, rolling up onto the balls of the feet, looking up towards the top of your mat, and then just tippy toe or walk yourself up, coming to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Let's take a little ragdoll, maybe holding on to opposite elbows, or just let the arms hang down and just take a few sways side to side. Stretching out the low back, the hamstrings, tractioning out the spine. Pausing here. If you were holding on to opposite elbows, let the arms hang down now. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Bend your knees generously, bring your hands to your thighs, and then rolling up one vertebra at a time, keeping your chin tucked into your chest as you make your way up. Good, and then as you make your way all the way up, neutralize the head. Let's take a big shoulder roll. Bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down, opening up the chest, palms of the hands facing forward, mountain pose. Grounding yourself once again in gratitude for this day before you. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Taking a few rounds of half sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Palms of the hands come together. And then we're going to exhale, draw the hands down in front of you as you come into a forward fold. Release the hands down. Inhale, half lift. Bring your hands to your shins, to your thighs, flat back. Draw the shoulders down your back. Exhale, fold once again. And then rolling it up nice and slow and easy, one vertebra at a time. Let the arms hang down as you come up. Roll the shoulders back. And we're going to take a little variation here. So we're going to reach the arms up and then open up into cactus arms or goal pose. So bending at the elbows. As you do this, coming into a little baby back bend, send the hips forward, reach the shoulders back. Take an inhale. And then another inhale, reach the arms all the way up, palms of the hands come together. Exhale, drawing the hands down in front of you, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, reach the arms out to the side, coming up with a flat back. Inhale. Cactus arms, send the hips forward, little baby back bend. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, palms of the hands together. Exhale, bringing the hands in front of you, float it down. We'll take one more float, just like that. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, send the arms out to the side, floating up. Cactus arms, baby back bend. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, palms of the hands come together. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Pause here. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bringing in some balance to our morning practice, tree pose. Sending your weight into that left leg, so left leg's nice and strong. Bending that right knee, bringing that knee up, and then coming into your tree pose. So opening up that right knee, maybe the foot comes to the thigh, maybe it comes to your shin, or maybe the toes and the foot are just, or the heel is just resting up against the ankle. Toes are to your mat, ankle is to, your heel is to that left ankle. So finding your balance, inviting in a little bit of a challenge this morning. So maybe you bring the foot up a little higher if you typically have it down on your calf. And let's play around with the arms, coming into cactus arms here. So draw the shoulders back. Squeeze that left thigh into the right foot and the right foot into the thigh. And then send your hips forward a bit. Opening up that right knee. Hold. Embracing any wibbles, any wobbles, any swaying. It's all perfect. You're still rooted and grounded in mind and spirit and soul, right? Take one more breath. Good. We're going to reach the arms all the way up. Palms of the hands come together. And then as you exhale, bring that right knee forward. Lower the hands back to the heart as you lower your foot to your mat. Perfect. Switching to the other side. Grounding down through that right leg. When you're ready, lifting up that left knee. Opening up the knee, placing your foot in its position, finding your balance, getting grounded and rooted, then inviting in the arms if that feels good for you here. Breathe. One more breath. Reaching the arms all the way up, palms of the hands together. Exhale, bring that left knee forward, lowering the foot, lowering the hands to the heart. Cleansing breath. Reach the arms back up, keeping the palms of the hands together. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to fold it back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, plant your hands, step the feet, the legs back, coming into a plank pose. Just for a moment here, nice and strong, belly button to spine. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale as you send the hips back, coming in downward facing dog. Hold here. One more cleansing breath. And now sending that left leg up nice and high. Bend the knee, open up your hip. Coming into pigeon pose, you're just going to bring that left leg through. Left knee to the back of that left wrist. And then send that right leg back, untuck the toes. Trying to keep the hips level. Maybe you use your blanket underneath that left hip if the hips are a little bit tight here. You just need that support. And a couple of options here. You can come right away into a forward fold, or maybe you want to invite in a little deeper back bend here. So pressing into the tips of your fingers, opening up the chest, coming into a baby back bend. Pause here. And then exhale, folding forward. You can stack the forearms on top of one another, resting your head on your forearms or hand. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Relax through the shoulders. Taking one more breath here. Palms of the hands back to your mat. Tucking the toes under that right foot. Lift the knee. Sending that left leg back. Coming back into your downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath. And now sending that right leg up nice and high. Bending the knee, three-legged dog. Hold. And then floating into your pigeon. Bringing that right leg through. Right knee behind that right wrist. Untuck the toes of your left foot. Sink the hips down. Again, modifying if you need to here. Inviting in maybe a little baby back bend. Take an inhale. And then exhale, folding it down. Let's take one more breath here, my friend. Palms of the hands to your mat. And instead of coming back into downward facing dog, we're just going to shift over to that right hip, swinging that left leg around. And I'm going to turn to face you as we'll come back into an easy seated pose. And let's once again use a blanket just to end our practice with some added comfort. Good. And palms of the hands to the knees, facing down, sitting up nice and tall. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. coming back to the place of deep presence within your body. So just notice if the hands, if the fingers want to grip or really just kind of be in a tense position here. Just soften through the fingers, relax the hands. And making this connection of your hands to your body. Just taking a moment to honor your body for all that it does for you every day, but especially today. And then taking a moment to honor yourself for choosing to start your day in this positive way. There are many other things that you could have been doing this morning, but you chose to be here for yourself, for your body, for your health, for your wellness, for your mindfulness. Just really love yourself up for that. Taking a cleansing breath. Bringing the palms of the hands together at the heart, bowing our heads. I honor you, beautiful soul, for making this time for you this morning. I hope this practice served your mind, your body, your wellness well, and that you take this positive flow and energy and Zen feeling into the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed this practice, give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you could do that, that would be amazing. That would be a great way for me to start my day in a positive way. And just sending you off with lots of love and lots of light. Practice with you soon.